everyone. Welcome to my stamp studio. I'm Beth Maxwell. I'm an independent demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, located in southeastern Wisconsin. And today I am going to be bringing you a little crafting break during our lunch break today. So super excited to share this with you. This stamp set that we're going to actually be using is going to be featured as a flash class this week. And I will be posting that this evening. I'm just getting to my Facebook page here, so bear with me so I can make sure that I'm live. There I am. All right. If you're joining me, please say hi. Let me know you're there. Let me know what you're having for lunch. So today we're going to be using our springtime scenes. This is a new online exclusive from Stampin' Up! Now, Stampin' Up! Has a lot of different online exclusives that are available for a short time that are not in our catalog. So sometimes you need to go over to the website or watch my videos and you can see more of the online exclusives. In addition to this, I'm going to be pulling in what is our Ladybug Picnic, and this is an embossing folder, so we'll be using this today as well. All right, we're going to get started really quick since it is our lunch break. Now, this stamp set also comes with coordinating dies. The dies are currently not available, so I am just going to work with the stamp set today. So you can see how to use this. If you don't have a die cut machine or, not interested in one, I'm going to show you how you can use the stamp set without using a die cut machine. So I've got a couple pieces of things here. So this is my thick white cardstock measured at 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. So I've got my base. I'm going to go ahead and grab in my bone folder here. And I'm just going to take a minute. I need to raise my desktop here. I actually have an adjustable height desk, and I'm standing right now to do my class. So just easier if I raise this up so my hands are right here. I have a piece of garden green, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. Now this is what I used the embossing folder for. I just ran it through ahead of time, so there would be one less thing to do. We're going to be using this as a layer on our card. I then have a piece of the Floral Delights Designer Series paper. Now I do need to cut this down. So this is going to be cut to 5 inches by 1 3/4. So I'm going to go to 1 3/4 here. I'm going to cut that. And then we'll cut it down to 5 inches. All right. Now, I could have an extra layer of cardstock underneath this, but I'm going without it today. All right. I then have a piece of Poppy Parade. Now, I've die cut this with my stylish shaped circles, and then I have a basic white stylish shaped circle as well, and I'm going to be putting that on there. The reason I'm using that is because I'm going to be stamping a ladybug, and I'm going to be coloring in my ladybug. So let me just open my stamp here. I need to grab a black Memento ink pad. I'm going to tell you a little tidbit about ladybugs too as we're stamping here and coloring in. So I just need a little scrap of paper. Here we go. Let's pull this up. Did you know there are these little Asian beetles that look very much like ladybugs, but they are not. And they're very much a nuisance. They're very invasive. So they tend to crawl all over the place, like on buildings. Ladybugs will be in your garden. They won't be climbing on your, door or in windows or anything else like that. But those little Asian ones can. And those little Asian ones bite, and they also kind of stink. If you step on them or squish them, they stink. Just saying. But with these here, I'm going to go ahead and get my Poppy Parade in. With a regular ladybug, a real ladybug, you're going to see that all of this is black. Right? With the Asian ones, they have this little, I don't know if it's an M or a W, but they have that. Right? So if you see those are the yucky ones. And ladybugs have a little bit different color too. The Asian ones are more, I want to say more like a orange color. All right. So I'm going to take I'm just going to use my dark Poppy Parade here. And what I like to do is I like to kind of go around the circles making it a little easier. I'm going to be coloring in those circles with our basic black. I do this before I color in with the black so I don't drag that color around. Probably could have done this in advance too, but hey, you can see a little something, all right? So I'm just going to color these two in, and I am going to fussy cut them out. Now, again, there are dies to this, but they're not available at the moment. They'll be coming back, don't worry. Now, I was telling you a little bit about my flash class. My flash class actually will be including the stamp set and all the other products that you need to make 4 phenomenal cards. I'll give you a little sneak peek at those cards, but I will be doing a video later this evening to show you those cards. And it's okay if you leave a little bit of a white here and provide the sign-up link for you. All right. And I'm just going to kind of just do that. I'm not going to go all the way like really close to my antenna. I'm afraid I'll cut them off. So again, I'm going close to the image. I'm not going all the way to the edge. Oh, and I have to color in those black dots. It's going to be sitting on that white circle, so it's okay. You won't even really notice. And also when when you die cut, it leaves a little bit of an edge. All right, let's get those circles colored in because I should have done that before I cut them. I don't know, ladybugs make me happy, If they're not the Asian beetles, totally happy with them. There's something about ladybugs in spring, right? It's kind of like the butterflies and the birds and everything. When you start seeing these little critters, you know that spring is on its way. All right, so now we got those two colored. I'm going to go ahead and bring in a couple of things. Now, I also had one other thing die cut. You can use a punch to do this with, or you can just, cut that yourself. It doesn't have to be a die. So I'm going to go show you really quick, if you don't have a die cut machine, what you can do. So I just cut a straight piece of paper here, and I'm just going to make my own banner by just flagging my ends, just like this. Make that a straight cut. Now this is just a quick one. I probably would have taken actually my trimmer just so my strip was straight, but there we go. All right, so you can make your own. All right, I'm using my die cut one though. And I'm going to grab a sentiment. I'm going to have these two right here. We're going to get rid of that scrap. And we're going to do, let's see what I want to do. What's going to fit in here? We're going to do, I'm just seeing what sentiment's going to fit on my thing. Okay, let's go with the Celebrate New Beginnings. All right, so I'm just going to grab a block here. Now, I could take green. I could take Poppy Parade. I'm just going to use my black because I have it sitting right here. That way I don't have so many stamp pads out on my desk. All right, so bring that in. I'm going to put Celebrate New Beginnings. Just like so. All right, let's get this card assembled and we'll be done. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some of my liquid glue here. And the reason I'm using liquid glue, oops, I'm not going to do that, is see how deep some of these crevices are? If I'm just going to put like seal on there, it doesn't always get into those crevices. And excuse me, but my glue is running out here. I think I need a new one. So I'm trying to get in these deep areas so that it will, okay, I need a new, let's try this one. I guess this one wasn't really full either. All right. Well, put that one right there. Maybe the glue will come out. I'm going to grab another glue here. It's a good thing that I know someone who has all these glue sticks, hey? All right. I had one out earlier. I guess I'll just have to open a new one. All right. Now, when you first open the new one, it's going to come out a lot. All right. So I'm being pretty generous here. I do want it to stick. All right, so we're just going to center that down. And our ladybugs are going all different directions, so it doesn't matter which way you put your paper. All right, then I'm going to take my designer paper here. I like to make sure I get somewhat close to my edges. I don't like my paper to pop up. I'm going to put that right here, like so. All right, and I'm going to press that down so that it captures, that glue captures some of the cardstock there. Kind of fills in some of those gaps. That way it'll stay together. Well, since I have my glue out, I might as well just do everything else in the glue. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take my circle here. Here are the two circles together. And now I'm going to bring in some dimensionals. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. Oh, if I can get these backings off. They don't want to come off today. All right. Now I can put this right on here. And you can either put it up higher, lower. It's, you know, wherever you want. I'm going to put it up a little bit. All right. And now I have my sentiment here. So again, I could put this down in the lower corner. I could overlap it. We're going to put it in the lower corner. Okay, I guess that finger just doesn't want to work. All right. Okay, now we've got our two little bugs here. And what I should have done is I should have done a little bit of more stamping on my circle there. I'm going to try and see if it'll work right now. I forgot to do this piece. So I have my garden green here. And I just want to stamp some grass on my circle. Again, I should have done it before I adhered all that together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a scrap here. And I'm just going to put it on the bottom of my circle. Just kind of slide it in there like that. Oh, I just put my arm in the ink. And I just want to put a few pieces of grass. So this is what I was saying. That's why you want to stamp ahead of time before you put your dimensionals on. But you know what? We're going to be able to hide it. No worries. We're going to just put our two little ladybugs right on there, just like that. We'll pop them up with dimensionals, and everything will be all good. All right, again, just a quick little card for lunch break today. There we go. Something cute and sweet. All right, I'll show you a quick little peek at the cards we'll be making in the flash class. So what is a flash class? It is just a class that I have put together. It's only going to be available for 5 days, and it's not one I'm going to be doing a video on or anything. What you do is you order the class, I send everything to you, and I have a tutorial for you to make the cards. They're simpler, faster cards to make, so you don't have to worry about it. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great lunch, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.